Hannibal, how much is Instacart worth?
Okay, well, let's take a step back. Let's talk about you, Steve. Now, there's a few things since I've been talking to you, and last maybe year and a half that I know you. There's certain things that you love, right? You love your son. You love being an independent contractor. Yep. You love Gary. Yep. And you also love Instacart. So you may be really upset to hear this, but it looks like Instacart cut their valuation for a third time. To 13 billion. At one point, it was $24 billion. I mean, it's so much money now, like billion here, billion there. What's a billion? But they're cutting it back, and it seems like they're waiting for the right market conditions to go ahead with the IPO. They had the company meeting. They decided, due to microeconomic factors, they decided they're going to still wait. And the question I wanted to ask you guys is, shouldn't they just went along with it with everyone else when it was, I mean, I guess it's hindsight, but I just feel like even with all the issues they were going through, I know they were moving different CEOs. I think they're still currently the largest online grocery delivery company. It seemed like they didn't go when it was hot. Now they're waiting for the right market conditions. I don't know when that is going to happen.
It's not going to get better.
Is that ever going to happen for them? Like,
it sounds like they're the person at the blackjack table started with the stack this big, and they're like, just wait until I'm just going to double up once.
Yeah. And everyone else kind of just came in and did what they had to do. And I just don't see this, the market conditions are not going to improve anytime soon. I mean, I'm looking at my stock holdings. They're not looking too great. So I'm wondering, like, when are they going to jump in? And now they're at 13 billion.
Well, I think what Instacart's trying to avoid is the DoorDash fiasco. Getting in and it dropping further.
Right. And that's honestly, I think that's why it's plummeting, because they're like, well, look at any, I know the stock market's just a train wreck right now, but look at any of the on-demand apps, the gig apps that we work. Look at when they IPO'd, look at what they IPO'd at. And yeah, maybe you saw a little bump up here or there, but for the most part, they do about a 30% downgrade, just straight down from day one and usually day one is the biggest bite. I mean, Lyft lost half its value in day one. It came out on the NASDAQ at whatever it was, 70 some odd dollars a share. And by the end of the day, it was like 40. I think the market doesn't know how to react to these companies. Like, you don't have any assets? No. You don't have any workers? No.
Yeah.
Well, we see their financial statements once they open their books because they're public companies. People are like, that's all that is? Like,
And I think that's what would happen with Instacart too. If Instacart IPO'd now, they would probably IPO at whatever their current value is, and then their stock would be cut in half the next week.
But they are going to IPO. They still keep talking. I mean, like, what? Why at this point? Like when Hannibal said, I think they're still the biggest.
They filed to do it. They haven't really jumped in, but they are going to do it eventually.
Well, Instacart was supposed to IPO by the end of this year. That was their original thing. Now they're saying by the end of 2023.